Hello, Tabez. Pardon me if I don't leave the vehicle, but I prefer to keep my business dealings anonymous. You understand, yes? Yeah. You know, you get to beat him up in Dr. Aeon's Strike Force, which seems really silly because you're just beating up an inanimate car. I don't know. Longwell's been watching the Goldbrickers like hawks lately, waiting for them to slip up. The Goldbrickers have a major heist plan, but they need a distraction. That'll be you. Plant these bombs around one of the power transfer systems. Send an anonymous tip to Longbow, letting them know you're up to no good. Bombs been loaded on a truck. The truck will take you past the perimeter security. From there, you're on your own. Pretty straightforward. Plant bombs. I mean, I too enjoy a good... Does this look like a truck? Does this look like a truck? This is the worst truck I've ever seen. He's waiting on the card, yelling, "This is what happens, Larry. This is what happens when you meet a stranger in the Alps." So Arachnos staged an assault on the PTS, defeated the Arachnos garrison, all to stop me from planting some bombs here. Why? Like, how does it even make sense, even from do-gooders' perspective? Like, let me plant the bombs, then they can run in and repair the place after defeating the garrison and really look like heroes. Okay, one bomb down. That's a duo bomber. Or you could go like full German. Zweibomber! If you just want to sound angry, just say whatever you're thinking or saying in German. People will think you're like the most serious guy. Like, you can just be like, you know, ein Bier! And they'll be like, holy crap, he wants to kill somebody. Like, no, I'm just ordering a drink, guys. Or if you're a wimp like me, be like, ein Kinderbier! And then everybody, all the Germans will just laugh you out of the room. But, you know, that's life. Can't always be the most drunk guy in the room. Unless you're at Bell County Comic Con and your name is Brian Ball. In which case, you can in fact be the most drunk guy in the room. For 3 days in a row. What a man. What a legend. Oh, this is totally gonna date this video for replays, but I just finished reading Rogue Squadron, or the first X-Wing Rogue Squadron novel, whatever the actual name of it is. And number one, boy, that was fun. Number two, I get to start working on that book that the Greatest of Apes, Manny Shape, sent me. Hold on, was it? Psychodrome. See how it is. I don't know what to expect, except I love the cover. Also, just let me once again state that I really like the Bowdlerized version of The Big Lebowski. That scene in particular. I think that's just amazing. This is what happens, Larry. This is what happens when you meet a stranger in the Alps. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, we did the job for the Golden Roller. We drove the truck that's actually a manhole. What am I saying? What am I saying? Bombs cause enough of a distraction to allow the Goldbrickers to pull off their heist. Nice peak of work. Peak of work? Peak of work! Tabez. Satisfactory work. Tabez. I think I work with you. You should call me regularly and check out my store. Associates have discovered that Cray Industries is developing a new technology that can come in quite useful. First up is finding out where the device is. My sources tell me that a Cray scientist involved with the project is currently visiting one of Dr. Aeon's labs. Infiltrate the laboratory and kidnap Dr. Cambrian! Try to minimize casualties if possible. We don't want Arachnos coming after us. You got it, boss. Unless it's a lead out, in which case we're going to maximize casualties. Or will we? Maybe I just jog out. Maybe I just jog on out of there. I don't know. Hey, Marshal Brass. Don't worry, I'm not on my way to bomb Arachnos base. We're not resisting or disordering anything here. The smell of ozone permeates the air. Minimize casualties, he says, as he gives me a map with like 700 patrols in it. Alright, that's fine. Dr. Aeon gonna show. Hard to tell with him. Ooh, do we get to fight Dr. Aeon? I'm ready. Let's have a throwdown, Doc. Yeah, what's up, Doc? Hello, boys. Words of Rushel, what's his name? Case. Hello, boys. I'm back. Just some Arachnos. No big deal, guys. We got this. We got this. What are you doing? Help! I am your help. There's a terrifying thought. What do you do when the radioactive death beast is in fact your help? We're just gonna jog out of here. I don't see any point in fighting all these guys if we can just get out. We're almost there. See? Just right up here. Right up here. Watch his progress. Let him catch up a little bit. There we go. See? We're almost out of here. Hostage leadouts are not the worst mission type in the game, but boy, sure are close. Grant just watches over its employees. You'll see. You'll see. Dotson. We got Dotson here. See? Nobody cares. Dude, I'm just like quoting movies nonstop tonight. I try not to do that on stream. Fine work, Dabez. It seems that Wyvern came across the same information we did and made a move to stop it from falling into the wrong hands. Excuse me while I persuade Dr. Cambrian to tell us more about the new crate technology under development. With regards to that new tech, we persuaded the scientist you kidnapped to tell us what he knows. Cray's working on some state-of-the-art microcircuitry, which can be incorporated into clothes and light body armor. It's exactly the kind of technology my associates would like to get a hold of for themselves. Main Cray Industries laboratory developing this microcircuitry is located in Paragon City. However, to secure a cargo ship to take to the mainland. Found one that's infested by lost, but would be a great vessel otherwise. Go in and clear out the lost from the cargo ship. Once the vessel is cleared of lost, we can take it to Paragon City. And now the Golden Roller is asking me to go beat up a bunch of homeless people. Again. Like, that's just the things you do in City of Villains. Like, yeah. You know what? Those mutated, half-alien homeless people with laser guns, get them off the boat. Hey, boss. You're paying, right? Yeah, I'm paying. Okay, boss. You got it. You howdy, who got it? And this is sadly a kill-all on a cargo ship map, which I don't like. But we're fighting guys with TV and tire armor, so we got that going for us. Don't these guys have such a great design? I think it's fantastic. I really do. I can't imagine how much pain they must be in. You know, bones growing weirdly and stuff like that. Like, that's gotta hurt like the bejeebers, dude. You know, given recent events in my life, I definitely have sympathy for that. Or empathy, or both. Boom! Got him. Oh, your little friend wants some too? I love it, man. He's wearing the stop sign as armor. Like, come on. This is peak character design. Especially if you're Malkavian. You have a three-way conversation in that case. Him, the stop sign, and you. You know, I keep thinking I'm going to play that old Vampire the Masquerade game on stream, but I never do. Never do. For starters, I guess part of it is just kind of like, I really don't like the combat in that game at all. I love everything else about it, but like fighting the Naga vampire boss and stuff is just not fun. And I'd like to play something that's not a Malkavian, but not having the crazy Malkavian options also seems really weird. Like, sometimes you just want to talk to your TV, you know? Assimilation is inevitable, says the aberrant rector. Yeah, rector. I hardly know her. Anyway. I guess I got some thoughts in my head here about like what we should do with this character. Should I finagle like a team together to do a Terracos before we out-level Terracos? I think that's is that a thing I should do? I don't know. If I'm going to do that, should I also do like Death from Below and what level's Drowning in Blood? Is that like level 20? Because that kind of stuff is harder to get into than just doing a story arc. Because I can just come in here and do these story arcs like whenever. But actually getting like a team together to do Strike Force or something, or a trial, that's a little harder. People hardly ever form villain side Death from Below's. Like, it's a super rarity. You get like one crazy person who'll try to form one up like once in a while. Whereas in Atlas Park, the hero side ones are constant. People will run like 27 of them in a row. I mean, it is a good way to get a lot of XP early on really quick. Actually, that is one of my favorite things that the latter day devs did. Was they took the, yeah, you know what, players do these sewer runs. And instead of just leaving us doing janky sewer runs, they were just like, we're going to make a sewer run into a mission. It's really smart, really clever of them. You know what I can't wait for? Them to come in and nerf a tank now that I'm playing a tank actively. Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be funny? Next balance patch. Tanks suck even more. Like, why did I start playing one? I should just play brutes. Then I get to go brute, 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 brute when I get brute lock. Everybody knows it. The City of Heroes does not need yet another freaking balance patch. That's not what it needs. But I'm not going to go there, because if I start talking about that, it'll devolve to a rant. No, see, I'm not going to say that. If I start talking about that stuff, I'm going to end up ranting about things. I don't want to do that, because we're here just to enjoy stuff. But in general, I'd say it needs just more stuff. Like, it needs the hard things, which is more things to do. Finishing Callisti Wharf might be a good first, or good next step. Like, there's one thing in Callisti Wharf, that huge zone. It's a shame. It's a nice zone. Also a zone I helped with some stuff in, indirectly. Via the people who were actually working on it. Little things like, hey, does this stone texture look right? Like, stuff like that. Oh yeah. I really wish there was like something going on there. I guess they're waiting to bust out like the future plot line that was planned, because there's like a cutscene in the old game files, and probably still in the game files somewhere, that has like Lady Grey revealing, or Lady Grey or Steven Sheridan, one of the NPCs revealing that they're actually an agent of the battalion, and thus begins the alien invasion of the planet, because we haven't already had an alien invasion of the planet a couple times now. But hey, that kind of thing is just like a staple of comic book stuff, so you can't get mad at like multiple alien invasions. It makes sense. It's a big universe. Big multiverse. Haha, we totally ran out of endurance. That's my fault. Let's retoggle. Where's the last enemy on the map? Right there. We must have just missed one dude. What a nerd. Yep. Oh, it's a nerd and his friend. Hi, nerd and friend. Got him. 2-for-1 special right there. Pro level strategeries. Alright, what's next, Golden Roller? Nice work, Dabez. We should be able to take the ship into Paragon City undetected. Pure gold, I appreciate your hard work. Here, take a look at my store. I don't need your store, but thank you. Listen up, Dabez, because this is the big score. That scientist you kidnapped revealed that a certain Cray lab in Paragon City has been developing some new microcircuitry. He said that in the lead up to the previous mission. We have transport vessel. Yeah, we just did that. Break into the office building and steal the microcircuitry research data. Okay. Don't disappoint us. Alright, that's fine. Let's go. Make your way quickly to the Cray building. There are far too many heroes in this town. Oh god, it's one of these maps? Alright. Oh, okay. It could be down either side path or straight through. So we'll go straight through. Then we'll come back and do the side paths. And what a jerk move. Jerk hackers are duping rares. This game has gone to the Americans. Or in the words of one of the other devs, we'll spin up Freedom Laser. Because typos are funny. Won't forget him. Who was it that said that? I think it was Hero 1 that said that. I think he was standing next to me when he said that. All the servers were up and running except for Freedom. Alright, this looks remarkably glowy free. Hey, here's a glowy. Hi guys. That glowy had nothing in it. And why was it in the map? Alright, I'm reasonably sure that the stuff we're looking for is not back here. If we don't find it, you know, when we bounce around the other places, then we'll come back and look, but reasonably confident we can move on. Make sure there's no glowies out here. Which way do you think the glowy is? We'll start this way. Currently we're doing the left-hand roll. Found nothing of importance. Thank you, game. Thank you. I thank you, and I'm sure Dabez thanks you as well. Looks like we're gonna have to beat some guys up to get to this glowy. Will it be the real glowy? Probably not. Man, we're just standing in that burn patch. That was not doing us good. You found nothing. I am definitely noticing a trend here. I am noticing one heck of a trend. I'm shaking my head. This is silly. Okay, we're gonna have to beat up a bunch of guys. I mean, this is what you do in the core gameplay loop, so this is not unexpected. It's just kind of... I wish I wasn't chasing fake glowies down. Hey, that guy had the decryption key, though, so that was great. That was a great pickup. And there's the other thing. All right, mission completo. And we got reward merits. That must have been the end of the story arc. Excellent work, Dabez. Microsurgery, yeah, microcircuitry. Research data can go a long way towards giving the Goldbergers the edge in Cap a Diablo. Well, great! I'm going to pull up his wiki page and see if he's got a second story arc or if it's just random, like, just rando missions here. High-tech gold, he's got the 3 missions that we just did, and then he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... What are these missions? Okay, there's some other random missions here, so we'll go work on those. Here's a big score. Ever heard of Dr. Carl Egon? Roman scientists came to the Rogue Islands in the 80s. Unfortunately, he got on the wrong side of Randall Kirchhoff, governor of the island at the time. Became bitter arch enemies. It ended with Egon creating an interdimensional rift in the Watchtower. Okay. It's rumored that Egon had a lab. What a story, man. Well, Egon was captured and executed for treason. He had a lab hidden in the Isles that contained this high-tech wizardry, including his infamous D-Rifter that caused the massacre at Kirchhoff's tower. The problem is that no one was able to find it until now. We think we found it here in Cap a Diablo, and the Goldbergers want that tech. Oh, so this is setting up for the Aeon Strike Force. Okay. Sure, let's go shut down the D-Rifter. This is like I think this is a new thing. I don't remember this in the past. That's a lot of text compared to his other missions, so it's probably new. Oh, 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 hey, I could be wrong, though. I don't actually remember the Golden Roller story arc and his missions very well, so... Been many years since I actually did them. Since live. Probably since right after side-switching became a thing. I would have went through on my main hero, done all the villain arcs. Through Oro. Oh, let's go say hello to our buddy. Let's go say hello to our buddy. Sup? Sup, Willie? Still hanging in there? He's a little mad. Saul Goodman's a little mad right there. It's okay. He can go manage a Cinnabon, alright? There are villains everywhere. Why do you think they call this place the City of Villains? Oh, because it's a catchy title. Sell it. So, just all kinds of random enemies in here? That's what it looks like. It's not saying I gotta clear the map out, just break the equipment. So we're gonna go break the equipment. Well, up again's probably the right way to go. Hey, random civilian! We can use this to go home, away from this cursed place. No, the D-Rifter is ours! Alright, well, that was quick. We'll take it. What's next, Roller? Excellent work. Goldberg to secure the lab and start harvesting the technology it has to offer. Cool. You hear the Luddites? They're a bunch of insane anti-technology fanatics that lurk around Cap Diablo. Of course, this means they often come into conflict with my associates. There's a shipment of parts coming into port here in Cap Diablo, and word is the Luddites have some vigilante working with them to sink it before it gets to port. Okay. I guess this is a kill-all on a boat. Why is it a kill-all on a boat? Come on, game. Don't be like this. Don't do this to me. Good jump. Alright, let's go defeat the Luddites. Ow. Sea winds whip the ocean to a fine spray. Alongside the cargo ship and prepare to board. Yep, this sure looks like it's a kill-all on Luddites. That's okay. Got this. Punch Card Perkins. I love the name. Of course, the funny thing is, like, the original Luddites, the followers of Neil Ludd, who may or may not have been a real person, were against the Jacquard Loom. And the Jacquard Loom, if I remember right, or maybe it was later looms, but they laid out, like, the pattern on punch cards. And the machine wove the material together based on that, what was on the card pattern, or the pattern card, or whatever the language is. I'm not a loomist. I don't know. Guys, what's the third one? Oh, there's the third one. Look at that. He's just answered my question for me. Bum, 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 bum. This is a Katana Zero soundtrack, by the way. Great game. Oh, hey guys. Got him. Nobody hiding in weird places. Enemies like to do that on ship maps. They like to get into all the little nooks and the crannies and raid the fridge. You know how it is? Yeah, you know how it is. I'm just kind of in like the zone right now, man. We're just shanking these dudes. I really like those green spines. I think the look turned out okay for this character. I saw a really good look in Oro the other day when I was passing through. Somebody was standing near the portal. They were like level 2. They had on like the Sybil outfit with I think it was the Talon boots. The outfit was green, and the boots were brown. And as soon as I saw that character, I knew this character has to be like some kind of druid. And so I opened up like the power sets, and I was right. They were a beast nature controller, if I remember right. Or not beast nature, plants nature, whatever. They were controller. Nature was the secondary. Yeah, it must have been plants. So, anyway, I was real happy to see like something like that. It's like the character is exactly what it looked like. Which that's kind of hard to pull off with all the costume options we have. It actually can be kind of hard to pull off a character that looks like a stereotypical comic character or just a stereotypical character with those abilities. So props to that person. I'm not going to say their name or anything, but props to them. You know, I love seeing all the cool stuff people come up with in this game with their characters. Like, you want to ask, what does the game need? How about way more outfit options? Now, I play on Homecoming, so maybe my perspective there is kind of skewed. I've heard other servers that are out there have way more costume options, but I haven't checked it out. I haven't checked them out, so I don't know. I only know what's going on here. And what's going on here is just a lot of, man, I want to be able to make more cool looking outfits. Like, playing dress up is, I think for a lot of people, myself included, one of the big draws of this game is you can realize your vision within certain limits. You know, heaven help you if you want 2 colors on a costume part and scope and show skin. Like, heaven help you if you want to do that. The games absolutely will not let you. It'll be like, no, you cannot have 3 colors in one region of the body. And it's like, but they do that with like the Imperial costume piece. They're like, yes, but one of those colors is fixed. And I'm like, well, why can't you not fix it? Whatever. Hey, it's the Sea Witch. We've beaten her up before. That hurricane could be really bad for us, depending on how it goes down here. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and eat a yellow. She totally zogged me with slideroo there. How annoying. As a human player, Hurricane can be hard to use correctly, but NPCs are not limited by that fact. NPCs just go like, yeah, you know what? There's one of you and I'm just going to push you everywhere. Lord, that's what makes the start of Katie Hannon so rough. All the hurricanes and thunderbolts and stuff just raining down. Get to when the enemies are +3 or +4, whatever it is in the last pass, and it's just like, oh, this is brutal murder. This is just murder. It's a shame, I guess, that we farmed that mission so much, because the developers totally made it so that you had to fight Katie Hannon all 10 times. Which is great for money and stuff, like beating 10 archvillains in a row is a huge amount of resources. But originally, you only had to fight her one time. And originally, there was also a way to exploit it so that you got all 10 badges from the X times the victor. Very good. My associates were in desperate need of that shipment. Okay, cool. During a heist, team of goldworkers got nabbed by a group called Wyvern. A bunch of freelance vigilantes who stick their noses where they don't belong, head over to the Wyvern hideout, where they're interrogating the goldworkers and break them out. Okay. Make sure you get the goldworker boss out, a guy by the name of Flashbang. He's the most valuable of the lot. Okay, well, we'll rescue Flashbang. Don't you worry. When they had, was it only in the standalone icon thing they put out, or was it in Paragon chat? They totally opened up a bunch of costume parts. And I know a lot of people had a great time with that. Like Ninja Weasel gave himself like a Mender outfit, and it was really cool looking. Yeah, we're still just randomly killing gremlins when we come across them. Badge credit, man. Let's just be happy that I'm not doing a video where I do nothing but fight gremlins. Because that's the kind of weird, pedantic stuff I do. Is just like, yep, today I'm going to run across Kappa Diablo for 2 hours and kill 100 gremlins. And then I'll get some friends together and we'll kill Death Surge. But gremlin spawns are actually kind of tricky. Sometimes they just break. They just straight up won't spawn. I don't know why. Like, you leave for an hour and they're still not back. Death Surge hasn't spawned, so people haven't been hunting them down. They're just gone, man. They probably should shorten their respawn timers. Except I guess that maybe would make Death Surge pop up too much, and so it becomes a way for people to somehow exploit things, question mark? Which developers are scared of. You know, you can't let people have fun. Sorry, I know we ran past the mission door. Just gotta bear with me, okay? Now, on page 14, we see another example of Dr. Aeon's wrath invoked on innocence. Okay. Free yourself from the evil shackles of Dr. Aeon's technology! Okay, we're not actually going to fight Wyvern until we get to the end of the mission, then we'll fight our way back through. Because that's what you do when you have a hostage rescue. You go to the end and you come back, and it saves you time. But you gotta fight your way back anyway. There's Flashbang, alright. Weird, his name's Flashbang, but that's totally what that agent hit me with, was a big explosive right to the frickin' face. Like a jerk. Come on, homie, let's go. Tough hide, I like it. He's gonna aggro this guy, so we might as well just start beating him up. And we all get by with a little help from our friends. See, we could have went on all kinds of different directions. I guess we could rescue that guy, but why? We have the one guy we need. Let's just get out of here. You're not getting away, flashbanger. I think to the contrary. He will get away. You stop him back there? Yep. They're the kind of ambush that goes to the place, not to the person. There are generally two kinds of ambushes in City Heroes and City of Villains. One is ambushes that go directly to where you are at all times. So they will follow you forever. Have you ever done a bank mission and you're like, oh my gosh, why do these longbow agents or these cops keep finding me? Why there's 7,000 of them? Yeah, it's because they're chasing you. The other kind of ambush goes to the place you're at when the ambush spawns, which is what those guys did. Which means we ain't got to fight them. We could just run on for a long time. You know? Nice work, Tabez. Yeah. You too, Flashbang. Oh, Flashbanger. He's a great guy. Great guy. Good job. The last thing we need is Wyvern Learning Goldbricker Seekers. Oh, I guess we're done with him. Alright, well that was the end of the Golden Rollers missions. So, I think that's also going to be, coincidentally, the end of the stream. Just looking at the timing, it's after 11. I think I should probably be a responsible human being. So Ninja Weasel XLG. And, oh man, I gotta make sure I get your name. Asserman Leet. What a funny name. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. And whoever's been lurking out there and that kind of stuff, or you watch this on YouTube later, thank you so much for spending some time with me. I appreciate it. It means a bunch. You all take care of yourselves. You have a great one. And sure hope to see you next time. Until then, take care of yourselves and bye-bye.